Welcome to Lesson 11, problem number 1, where we are applying some algebra skills to real-world examples. And today we have Camila, who has really 2 summer job opportunities. So I'm hoping you read the problem already. And based on Camila's opportunities, F of D is going to be the first summer job opportunity where she gets $25 per day. So that means 25D is the amount she gets as a daily total. So if she worked 4 days, she would get 25 times $4. She also gets a $75 signing bonus just for taking the job. So that's her first opportunity. And then the second opportunity is simply going to be 50D. She does not get a signing bonus with the second opportunity, but she gets more per day. Okay, so part B says calculate algebraically how many days it will take to earn the same amount. So really what we want to know is what value of D will result in the second opportunity being equal to the first opportunity. I just put this 50D on the left because I like to have a positive D on the left when I subtract the 25D from both sides. Now I get 25D equals 75. As we know, we divide both sides by 25 and D equals 3. So after simply a short time of 3 days, she would make the exact same amount at both positions. But now we're going to graph both of these. So I'm going to do a little color coding now, and I'm going to take her first job and we're going to make that green, and her second job opportunity is going to be blue. So first, let's plot the F of D equals 25D plus 75. And one thing that I just wanted to tell you is that I already did the work on the graph with the scaling just to save time in the video, but I made the days so that each little tick mark was 1 day, but I counted by 2s to make it a little bit neater. Just a little trick as you make your own graphs. The amount earned, I went by 50s, but really each tick mark is 25. I just didn't put in 25, 50, 75. Just a little trick as you do the scaling. Okay, so let's graph them. First, the green graph is going to be F of D. The $75 is how much she earns even if she works 0 days because she gets that signing bonus. So there it is. That's her first point. Then if she works 1 day, she has 25 times 1 plus 75, which would be 100. So it looks like every time a day goes by, the amount she earns goes up by $25. So I'm going to continue going up 1 day at a time and $25 each time. So every time a day goes by, her amount goes up, and we have all of these points, and I'm going to draw that as a line now. And there we go. Okay, now let's look at the blue graph, which is going to be simply $0 if you don't work any days, but as early as day 1, she's getting $50. This time, every time that a day goes by in the second position, the amount she earns goes up by 50. So just make sure you can see why this is going to be the graph of the second possibility, the second option for her summer job. So we go up $50 every time a day goes by. So this time, this would be her graph. So let's kind of make this into a line now. And we'll kind of get that to be nice and straight. And the question is, when would she make the same amount for both? And I think maybe I might actually redo that line because I want to make sure you can see really clearly where the green and the blue graph intersect. Let's redo that so it's neat, and I'll put it right there. And we can see, I'm going to do this in another color. Let's go back to the red, and there is the point of intersection, which is, if you zoom in, you can see is at 3 days. So what we really want to do when they say, what do you notice about the point? We know it's at 3 days, and the amount is $150. And so what we really notice is that the number of days that has gone by, if you think about it, the number of days that have gone by is the exact same thing that we got for D equals 3 there. So we got the same answer. So we know that after 3 days, both jobs pay the same. Both jobs pay the same amount. But keep in mind that once 3 days go by, then the blue job, which is the G of D, is going to pay more than the green. So once you work more than 3 days, you might as well take the job that is G of D, because you would be making more because you make $50 every day going forward. Okay. Keep in mind that we could also look at this in a few other ways, because we could also have looked at this as the y-intercept of 75. We could have just graphed it that way as well, because we know that it's a slope of 25 in the green graph and a slope of 50 in the blue graph. All right, great job. See you next time.